really special day here because there is unprecedented security in New York this morning for the Pope's historic visit to the city. There are thousands of police officers on duty for Francis's first full day right here in the Big Apple. The Pope received a tremendous welcome in Manhattan yesterday. It really was just an incredible moment. There were tens of thousands of excited New Yorkers that lined Fifth Avenue. It was, it was just a spectacular moment, to have the city just waiting for the Pope and then the reception that he received.
It was squeals. You could hear squeals
there
on
were
Fifth
people
Avenue
squealing.
as he drove by.
Except maybe the cab drivers who were a little grumpy, I think, but everybody else is pretty excited. The New York Post has rebranded itself this morning as the New York Pope. The pontiff's message is being heard across the country, and this morning he'll speak to the world when he addresses the United Nations. Margaret Brennan is there. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning. Well, the Vatican flag will be raised here at the UN to welcome Pope Francis. And throughout his first trip to America, we've heard the Pope urge everyone to love one another. Today, he's going to use some stronger language to tell world leaders to act on that. It's his version of speaking truth to power.
Shortly after his jet, dubbed Shepherd 1, landed at JFK Airport Thursday, Pope Francis was greeted by cheering crowds and the tunes of that iconic song, New York, New York. Minutes later, the pontiff was whisked to Manhattan by helicopter, where he took his trusty Fiat to his Pope-mobile, the open-air Jeep which put him in full view of thousands who longed for a glimpse of the Holy Father. As Pope Francis took a drive down Fifth Avenue, many raised their smartphones, trying to capture the moment he looked their way.
Breath of fresh air, a terrific leader, and we need that here in our country.
He treats everyone equally because all of us are the same.
St. Patrick's Cathedral played host to 2,500 faithful.
Papa Francesco, welcome to St. Patrick's Cathedral.
Where New York's Cardinal Timothy Dolan blessed his divine company. Earlier, Francis urged a joint meeting of Congress to reject what he called a mindset of hostility towards refugees and undocumented immigrants.
We must not be taken aback by the numbers, but rather view them as persons. I am happy that America continues to be, for many, a land of dreams.
Now, the United Nations calls the flood of refugees from the Middle East the greatest humanitarian crisis of this century. And Pope Francis will warn the heads of state gathered here to stop the violence that produced that crisis and give shelter to those at risk. Vanita?
Margaret, thank you.